Hi, welcome to Road Bike Culture. I'm your host, Kevin Isley. Today we're coming at you from Paradise Drive in Tiburon, California. So Paradise Loop is considered to be one of the best training rides in San Francisco. Most people do it early in the season to get into really good shape. It's a beautiful ride that goes from San Francisco's Golden Gate Bridge through Sausalito and Tiburon back to the Golden Gate Bridge. It's about a 50-mile bike ride. But I'm here with my friend Josh to talk about what he thinks of Paradise Loop.
Yeah, I agree. It's definitely a great training ride, and one of the main reasons I think is because it is so close to the city. You come over the bridge, there's no lights, you just start riding. You can ride as hard as you want, you can pace yourself, you can go by cadence, you can do anything. Personally, I like to get out here and just crush it and hurt myself, and that's my goal. I want it to be as difficult as possible when I climb out of Sausalito and go home. So it's definitely a ride you can always make the most of it.
So on a hard day, you want to ride it in the big ring?
That's the goal. Is if I can get as far as I can on that big ring, it's a beautiful day. There's always those times where I kind of lose control of the old heart rate and I have to spin it out for a little bit. But for the most part, I'm going big ring all the way.
So do you do any stops on this ride?
The only stop I will really do is Cafe Acri. It's right downtown in Tiburon. Sometimes I just need a chocolate croissant and a coffee, just keep me going and relax.
So Paradise really isn't a climber's ride, but the undulation seems pretty good and the views are excellent. What's your favorite part of Paradise, aside from just cranking it out?
Yeah, you make a good point there too. Like you said, it's anywhere between 40 and 50 miles for a full loop, but the Paradise Loop itself is probably a 17-mile loop. By the time I get home, I end up with maybe 2,600 feet of climbing, which is great because it's just one little hill after another. I don't know if I could say I have a favorite part because it's kind of in a way it's the whole thing, because around every corner there's beautiful views. I go through a lot of trees. There's usually not a lot of traffic out here. I don't know, it's just I like it all.
All right, so why don't we go look at Cafe Acri right now? So we made it here to Cafe Acri, and I like the coffee. It's pretty good. So is this the quintessential coffee stop ride?
Well, that's a strong word, quintessential. I don't know if I call it the quintessential coffee stop ride, but it is perfect. I mean, if you just want to get a group of people together, again, Paradise Loop, whatever you want it to be is what it is. So if you want to get a group of people together and just go for a cruise, get some good miles in, some views, talk the whole time, this is great, perfect ride, and come and stop here at Cafe Acri. Plenty of bike parking. There'll be tons of people here with bikes, especially at nice in the morning. We just sit around, have coffee. They have beautiful pastries. Really, it's a perfect place for that too. So yeah.
So if you find yourself in Northern California and you want to do the quintessential ride,
Quintessential?
Quintessential.
I don't know.
You can rent a bike in San Francisco and ride to Cafe Acri on Paradise Drive. I highly recommend it. Well, I think that just about covers it. Paradise Loop, the
quintessential ride
of Northern California. If you like this episode, please subscribe, and until the next time, I hope to see you out there on the road.
I guess it is quintessential. Everybody else is doing it too.
Right. So you had fun?
Yeah, it was awesome. Thanks for having me. It was a great time. One more little hill. Look at that. Golden Gate Bridge covered in fog. Here we go.